Turning to obituary news this morning, brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg, 256-245-4361. Your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home for pre-need burials and cremations. It's Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Mrs. Clara May Ogle, age 82 of Sylacauga, died at Mountain View Lake Retirement Village on Monday night. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, will announce the arrangements. Mrs. Cargie Askew, age 95, died December the 11th in Birmingham Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, announcing. Mrs. Mary Ann Montgomery, age 46, died December 7th in Sylacauga Community Funeral Home, will announce the funeral arrangements. Funeral service for Frenchie Elizabeth Sewell Sims, age 46, is Wednesday at 5 p.m. from Talladega Funeral Home, with the Reverend Kevin Jones officiating. The family receiving friends Wednesday afternoon from 3 until 5 at the funeral home. Miss Sims died Sunday, December the 11th at Brookwood Baptist Citizens Hospital. She was a lifelong resident of Talladega County and attended Mount Olive Baptist Church. In lieu of flowers, donations can be made to the Frenchie Sewell Funeral Fund at First Bank of Alabama in Talladega Funeral Home, directing. Lester Harold Veach, age 69, died December the 11th. Funeral service will be held on Thursday at 11 a.m. from Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega, with burial in the Pine Hill Memorial Park. The family receiving friends at the funeral home Wednesday evening from 6 until 8 o'clock. The Reverend Jeremy Williams will officiate the service. And Mr. Veach was well known in the area, and Talladega's Ursery Funeral Home will direct that service. Online condolences at urseryfuneralhome.com. That's Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega, directing. Mr. Veach was a Vietnam vet. He served 2 tours in Vietnam, and he was honorably discharged from service in Fort Washington. That's Lester Harold Veach, age 69. George Foshie Neighbors, age 69 of Hanover, died December the 11th. And funeral service, the family will receive a guest at Radney Funeral Home in Alexander City tonight from 5 until 8 o'clock. And the service to celebrate Mr. Neighbor's life will be held at Andrews Chapel United Methodist Church in Coosa County at 11 a.m. on December 14th. Mr. Neighbors served in the Army Reserve for 6 years. He was a member of the Andrews Chapel United Methodist Church in Coosa County. And Ursery Funeral Home in Radney Funeral Home in Alexander City, in charge of the arrangements. That's George Foshie Neighbors, age 69 of Hanover. This obituary report brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361. It is your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home for burials and cremations. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.